It's Saturday, January 10th, and as the sun rises over the college basketball landscape, only 6 teams remain undefeated. The Nebraska Cornhuskers are one of those teams. They sit at 15-0 and are ranked 10th in the latest rendition of the AP poll. That's the highest they have been ranked since 1966. They have won at home, on the road, in close games, and in blowouts. But they have yet to see an environment like this. The Indiana Hoosiers sit at 12-3 overall and are winners of their last 4. They are looking to spoil the party and send the Huskers back to Lincoln with their first loss. A capacity crowd of over 17,000 fans are ready for action, and so are we. Live from Assembly Hall in Bloomington, Indiana, you're listening to Indiana Basketball on 99.1 WIUX. Alongside Cooper Schoenberg, my name is Quincy Bell. Cooper, what can we expect from these two red-hot teams today?
Well, I can tell you what you can expect from this crowd. It is going to be loud, looking to carry that momentum from last night's big-time CFP win that got the Indiana Hoosiers to the national championship. I think this basketball team is going to look to do the same. Now, when you're facing a team in Nebraska that's 15-0, has their highest ranking since 1966, just like the color of their team, they are, as you said, red-hot, but they really just fire on all cylinders. Obviously a great defensive team, but shooting just perfectly. 46.8% from the field, 81.8 points per game, and they run a 5-out style offense. That means that they are going to take your bigs, put them on the perimeter, and just let it clear out for their fast, young guards and try to get them to the hoop. And not to mention, they shoot 33.8% from 3, and that they shoot the second most threes per game in the Big Ten. So they look to get it done on all aspects on offense.
Nebraska, 33-point attempts per game. Indiana, 28 3-point attempts per game. The starting lineups are being introduced here at Assembly Hall, and we will give them to you as well. 2 guards start for Nebraska. Sam Hoiberg, a 6-foot, 180-pound senior guard from Lincoln, Nebraska. And Jamarcus Lawrence, a 6'3", 185-pound guard, a senior from Plainfield, New Jersey. The 3 forwards, Berke Bahukchungel, a 6'10", 244-pound junior forward from Bursa, Turkey. Price Sanford, a 6'7", 210-pound junior forward from WIUX, Iowa. And Rink Mast, a 6'10", 250-pound senior forward from the Netherlands. Sanford and Mast are the 2 leading scorers, with both 16 points per game from them. For Indiana, the starting lineup is the same that you've seen the last 6 games. The guards are Lamar Wilkerson, Connor Enright, and Tayton Connerway. Your 2 forwards are Sam Alexis and Tucker DeVries. An interesting thing about DeVries and Price Sanford, both of those 2 are high school teammates in WIUX, Iowa. Sanford played 2 years for the Iowa Hawkeyes before transferring to Nebraska. DeVries, 2 years with the Drake Bulldogs before transferring to West Virginia, and now the Indiana Hoosiers. Cooper, this is a raucous crowd today. There are very few empty seats, and those will get filled by the fans still filing in.
You know, we were just a little weary of how many people were going to show up for today's game. Obviously a marquee matchup when your team is playing the number 10 undefeated team in the nation. But a lot of people out late last night getting rowdy for the football game. But they showed up and they showed out here today. It is getting loud, and they are proud to cheer on their team. Now, I was talking about Nebraska earlier, but to go off a little bit on IU, this is a really fun team. And what makes this matchup so exciting is both teams are really so sound on offense. Obviously, you get a guy from Sam Houston and Lamar Wilkerson who has just been going off, averaging over 19 points a game, has been shooting lights out from 3. It's going to be a doozy for the Huskers to have to cover them, but this Indiana team is something special when they're able to play at home in Simon Scott Assembly Hall. Definitely a smaller brand of basketball, but when they can come together, they can get it done and fire on the offensive side.
Indiana in their home white jerseys with red letters, numbering, and trim. Nebraska in their road red jerseys with white letters, numbering, and trim. Nebraska has won 2 games on the road this year against Illinois and Ohio State, 2 games that they won by just 3 points. Indiana yet to lose at home this year. They are a perfect 10-0. We are just about ready for tip today from Assembly Hall. Nebraska ranked 10th in the AP poll. That's the highest they have been ranked in 60 years. And they are looking to keep that ranking where it's at. DeVries and Price Sanford dap up at center court, the two former high school teammates. It'll be Rink Mast against Sam Alexis for the opening tip. Mast stands at 6'10", Alexis stands at 6'9".
And I'm looking to see Indiana kind of get into a zone, possibly a 2-3, or swap it for a 3-2 to kind of break out that 5-out style offense. But excited to see what Nebraska has in store for the Indiana Hoosiers.
The referees are ready, and so are we. The ball is up, and we are underway. Sam Alexis wins the tip, and the Hoosiers will have the first possession, moving from right to left. It's Connor Enright. Now DeVries on the left wing, throws it into the opposite corner for Lamar Wilkerson. He takes a step-back jumper on the baseline, and he got it. First bucket is good. Lamar Wilkerson already on the board, and the Hoosiers lead it 2-0.
Always got to feel good to see the first one go down.
Nebraska looking to set up the play like you mentioned, Cooper. They run 5 wide. Everyone is just standing at the perimeter right now. Hoiberg on the left wing against Lamar Wilkerson. Bounces it into Bahuk Tungel. Now a fadeaway jumper off the handoff is good from Jamarcus Lawrence, and Nebraska ties it up at 2.
You know, a lot of off screens, and everybody else is going to clear out. But if you're in the interior, then you're looking to get it down low.
Tucker DeVries with the ball on the right wing, back up top for Lamar Wilkerson. He gets a screen from Sam Alexis. Now on the left wing, it's Connor Enright who gives it back to Wilkerson. Ball was cycled over to DeVries. Now back up top for Connor Enright. Indiana just sort of playing some catch around the three-point line. They have 5 to shoot. Wilkerson drives. Floater is up. No good. Putback is good from Sam Alexis. Flying in and batting the ball in off the glass. Hoosiers have the lead back 4-2.
That is the type of motor, all gas, no brakes, that they are going to need out of their pivotal role players today.
Inside, Rick Mast goes right to the bucket and lays it in. He just beat Sam Alexis off the dribble handoff, and we're back tied up at 4.
Yeah, you don't average 16.6 points per game without making moves like that. That was absolutely beautiful by the Dutchman himself.
Right wing, Lamar Wilkerson throws it to Sam Alexis at the free throw line. He got bumped a little bit, but now gives it to DeVries. Bounce pass into Alexis, back up top, Connerway. Now Enright fakes the pass, he'll drive, kicks it out to DeVries. Right wing, 3, good, but he got called for an offensive foul.
And I almost thought that it was unnecessary. It was a beautiful fake to the corner by Connor Enright and a great dish to Tucker DeVries, but Sam Alexis getting a little too aggressive there.
Moving screen is called. Darren DeVries is irate on the bench right now, screaming at the officials. But Nebraska has the possession back 2 minutes into this game. Mast on the left wing, crosses over. Now feeds Hoiberg. He drives right past the D and kicks it. 3 on the way from Bahuk Tungel, and he hits it. Berke Bahuk Tungel shoots just 20% from beyond the arc today, but he gets the first 3 of the game to fall. Nebraska leads it 7-4. Connerway into the far corner for Tucker DeVries. Now back up top, Enright cycles it to Connerway. Gets a screen from Alexis. And the pass is taken away. Sam Hoiberg on the fast break gives it to Bahuk Tungel, and he can't get the layup to fall. Rebound is batted out of bounds. It'll stay with Nebraska. Good defensive instinct from Sam Hoiberg to come up and intercept that pass, but Bahuk Tungel couldn't finish on the 2-on-1.
Just kind of able to jump the gun right there. Indiana got themselves into a little bit of a bunch formation in the corner, and that was a really easy play to read for Hoiberg.
Nebraska will inbound it from right in front of the Indiana bench. Up top, it's Bahuk Tungel. He finds Rick Mast at the top of the key. He's closely guarded by Sam Alexis in the high post. Handoff to Sanford, kicks it. 3 on the way, and no good. Rick Mast leaves it way short. It clanked off the front iron. Enright up the other way with space, feeds Wilkerson. Handoff, Connerway drives into the lane, kicks it outside Enright. Right wing 3. No good, it rims out, and Bahuk Tungel comes up for the rebound.
I don't mind that shot for Connor Enright, coming off his 2nd straight double-figure scoring game.
Indiana fans screaming for a travel. They thought Bahuk Tungel took too many steps. But it's Sam Hoiberg on the right wing. He now feeds Sanford. To the block, kicks it in the corner. Hoiberg, 3 on the way. No good, he misses it too far to the left. Rebound by Mast, he puts it back up, no good. Indiana fans are screaming for some fouls to be called on Nebraska, but the whistle still quiet today. Connerway has it just left of center, now feeds Enright top of the key. Into the far corner for Alexis. He'll drive on Mast. Into the post, he picked up his dribble, now bounces it to Wilkerson. 10 to shoot for the Hoosiers. DeVries, left wing, pump fakes, now drive. Floater up, and it rattles out. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll head to Nebraska. Tucker DeVries is telling his dad and coach that they should review it, and it looks like Darren DeVries will ask the officials to take another look at this one.
And I like that call out of Darren DeVries right there. Obviously, you had Rank Mass going for the board with Tucker, and it just seemed like the outstretched arms of number 51 in red was the last to touch it, and you'd think it'd be that way. Might be a quick call right here, but we're going to take it to a TV timeout.
We'll step aside for a moment. 16-14 to go in the first half. Nebraska leads at 7-4. You're listening to Indiana basketball. Oh, they just decided that it was.
They were marching on the Red Steppers and the marching band and pulled them off real quick. I guess it was an easy decision, but in favor of the Huskers.
Well, we have just 10 seconds until the next media timeout. 16:07 now to go in half number one. Top of the key, it's Behuktunjo. Lob in for Sanford, and he caught the pass, but they'll call foul on Enright underneath with 16:02 to go in the half. So Sanford is a guy who will hit his free throws if you give them to him, 83.3%. That's just the second foul, though, called on Indiana. That one was on the floor. Hoiberg in the far corner, now up top for Sanford. Finds Mast on the high post against Sam Alexis. Hand off to Hoiberg. Drives down the lane, kicks it in the corner. Three on the way, and good from Jamarcus Lawrence. Nebraska leads at 10-4. They've already made 2 threes.
And right there, 2 for 2 from the field already for Lawrence. 1 for 1 from 3. He's got 5 points already.
Wilkerson in the corner for Conaway. He drives baseline, picked up his dribble, now back up top for Wilkerson. He pulls the 3 from the right wing, and he got it. Lamar Wilkerson answers with a triple of his own, and it's 10-7 Nebraska.
That is what he does, and they are going to need that all game if they want to compete. Initially on the floor, called it 2. We'll see if they review it and switch it to a 3.
The scoreboard says 7. Indiana was just at 4. So Mast drives. He had his pass taken away. Alexis with it up to Enright. Slowly walking it into the front court, finds a trailing Tucker DeVries. Now back up top for Conaway. And the Hoosiers will slow down and look to set up a play. DeVries to Conaway on the left wing. Still looking for some space. 10 to shoot for Indiana. Bounce pass into the corner. Wilkerson has it. Drives into the lane. Spins around. Conaway at the top, 5 to shoot. He's tightly guarded. Tatum Conaway down the right side of the lane. High floater with the under scoop shot, no good. And Sanford has the rebound. Lawrence quickly up ahead for the Cornhuskers. Feeds Mast in the post. Backing it down on the baseline against Sam Alexis. Mast spinning, fadeaway jumper, good. That was a sweet move by Rink Mast, the senior from the Netherlands, with a smooth 2 points.
A little ode to Dirk Nowinski, backing down, drop step, and a fadeaway off one leg.
Wilkerson at the top of the key, looking for space, crossing over against Hoiberg, now spinning into the lane, and he lost it. Had it taken away by Jamarcus Lawrence, and he's looking to push. Lawrence on the wing, Sanford pulls the 3. No good, he leaves it too far. Connor Enright has the rebound, and the Hoosiers looking to pick up the tempo. Conaway, he pulls the 3 in transition, left wing, no good. Long rebound, Hoiberg and Enright came together, the ball still loose, and Sanford has it. Up ahead, finds a trailing Mast. He'll go right at Alexis. Mast to the bucket, layup good. Rink Mast is smooth off the drive today. He has 6 points, and Nebraska leads at 14-7. 13:35 to go in half number one. It's been a long time since we've had a stoppage of this one. We might go through 2 media timeouts here. The under 16 did not hit, and we're close to the under 12. Wilkerson near corner, pump fakes. He had the ball knocked out of his hands by Behuktunjo. And so now we will step aside. 13:23 to go in half number one. Nebraska leads at 14-7. You're listening to Indiana basketball on 99.1 WIUX. 13:23 to go in half number one here from Assembly Hall. Nebraska leads Indiana 14-7. Cooper, you were talking about it during the break. They've been speeding Indiana up on offense and getting some easy buckets at the rim, and they've been speeding Indiana up when they have the ball as well, and Indiana has been forced into some tough shots.
Yeah, we were talking about over the break, as you just mentioned. In pregame, we were talking about just how good both of these teams are on offense. And right now, Nebraska really firing on all cylinders. But similar to what I saw in that Louisville-Indiana game, right now Nebraska is doing just that to Indiana. They are forcing tough perimeter three-point shots. And then when they force the Hoosiers inside, they are able to get turnovers. You saw it right there with Lamar Wilkerson, and then right before we went to break, Lamar trying to pull from three and just able to bat it out. And so now we're at the TV timeout. If you're Indiana and if you're Darian DeVries in this timeout, it's about one thing: slowing it down, letting them come to you and making them make the mistakes. You don't have to let them speed you up. If you need your pick and roll, get into your set, then that's how you got to do it. But if you're rushing and going back and forth, this Nebraska team is going to kill you, and it's how Rink Mass has been able to get all 6 of his points, really tough and in transition, and able to get one-on-one down low on the post on a more undersized Sam Alexis, able to back him down and just have his way with him.
Nebraska has taken 5 3-point shots, 1 from each of their starters. Bahuk Tungel and Jamarcus Lawrence have been the 2 that have hit their 3-pointers. They both go to the bench in favor of Braden Fager and Kale Jacobson. 3 off the inbound. Tucker DeVries hits it. That's the response you need for Indiana out of the break. 14-10. Nebraska still leads it. It's Sam Hoiberg on the left wing, guarded by DeVries, now up top for Sanford. He's double teamed and now feeds it to Braden Fager. Now back to Hoiberg. The point guard bounces it in the high post for Mast, guarded by Reed Bailey, who's newly checked into the game. Bahuk Tungel throws it. Mast, top of the key, looking. Sanford corner, drives, hop step up top, and the shot clock runs out. Nebraska had no idea that it was getting that low, and it's a great defensive turnover forced for the Hoosiers.
Exactly what Nebraska was doing to Indiana. Indiana now doing to them, speeding them up, getting them out of their rhythm. Now, good on Rink Mask for really forcing the defenders to come all the way out to the three-point line, but beautiful help defense right there by the Hoosiers.
Nick Dorn and Reed Bailey are new into the game for Connerway and Alexis DeVries. Another 3, and he leaves that one way far, an air ball from the left wing.
Good contest right there from the Huskers, and I don't mind the shot. It's kind of what we talked about coming out of the timeout for Coach DeVries. Set up some off-screen plays and get open looks.
Hoiberg slowly walks it into the front court for Nebraska. He's dancing against Reed Bailey on the right wing. Now it's Sanford, feeds Mast in the post, and DeVries fouled him while Mast was receiving the entry pass.
Right there, one word: respect. That's how you got to play Rink Mast. Really tough and physical, and if he draws a foul, then so be it. But it's better than him backing you down. 3
fouls for Indiana, none so far for Nebraska. Hoiberg, right wing, he's dancing against Reed Bailey. In the corner, Jacobson. Now up top, Hoiberg. On the wing, it's Fager. Now Sanford drives, kicks. Hoiberg, right wing 3, leaves it short. Clanks off the front rim. Connor Enright will let it roll out of bounds, and with 12:08, the Hoosiers will have the possession back. 4-point lead for the Huskers. They lead it 14-10. Connor Enright walks it across the timeline, into the corner. Wilkerson drives baseline, throws it up top. Enright, he lost it off his foot. Fager has it. Behind the back dribble, he'll take it into the front court. Now slow the tempo and wait for his teammates. Mast pulls a 3 in transition. He leaves it high off the heel, and Wilkerson has the board. Tucker DeVries fields the cross-court pass. Now bounce pass into the high post for Reed Bailey. Handoff to DeVries. Pump fakes a 3 now up top. Enright drives to the right. Bounce pass into DeVries in the corner. Had to save it from going out of bounds. Bailey goes up high for the loose ball. 10 to shoot for Indiana. Bailey finds Enright. Back up top, Wilkerson. Dorn, left wing 3. No good. He leaves it short. And Kale Jacobson grabs the board. Up ahead for Hoiberg. He goes right at DeVries. Now kicks it back up top. Braden Fager, 3 in transition, no good. Bailey has the rebound after it rattled out. Up-tempo game for both of these squads. Neither team really likes to play that fast or slow. Nick Dorn in the near corner. He'll drop it back up top for Enright. 11 minutes to go in half number 1. Reed Bailey in the high post. Drives on the left side of the lane. He's double-teamed, now kicks it up top to DeVries. Dorn, right wing 3, good. He rattles it home, and Indiana has the lead to 1.
You just got to feel it. He missed in the exact same spot on the opposite side of the court, so right there, he knew just how much power to put under it.
Sanford pulls a 3, and he responds. He quiets this ruckus Assembly Hall crowd.
That's an absolute crowd silencer. That's what he does, leading Nebraska in 3-pointers made on the season.
Wilkerson finds Enright at the top of the key. He'll drive. Right side up top to DeVries. Top of the key 3. Rattles out and hit off the backboard and every inch of the rim, but no basket for Tucker DeVries. Nebraska now with the possession. Hoiberg stops at the elbow, now kicks it up top. Jacobson, now it's Santford. Drives to the free throw line and kicks it. Hoiberg had it taken away from DeVries. Both guys go to the ground, and Enright picks up the loose ball. Lobs it up ahead for Wilkerson. He goes up, and he got hacked by Braden Frager. So that will stop play with 9:55 to go in the half. Nebraska leads it by 4, 17-13. We'll be back shortly. You're listening to Indiana Basketball on 99.1 WIUX. 9:55 to go in half number 1. Nebraska, the Cornhuskers, lead Indiana 17-13. Alongside Cooper Schoenberg, my name is Quincy Bell. Coop, what have you seen from these first 10 minutes?
Right now, I'm loving the way that the Hoosiers have been able to respond to the Huskers, because Nebraska came out firing, and they were firing on all cylinders, getting it done both on defense and offense. But obviously, Darian DeVries took that earlier timeout, got some off-ball screens, couple threes went down. It's now 13-17, and Lamar Wilkerson is at the stripe.
First shot is up and good. It's 17-14. Lamar Wilkerson coming off of a 26-point performance at the Maryland Terrapins on the 7th. And just 3 days later, he's back in action, already has 6 points. Second free throw is up and good. 17-15 the lead for Nebraska. Cale Jacobson will walk it into the front court for the Cornhuskers. At the top of the key, he's looking, walks it down to the right wing. He's guarded by Nick Dorn, still looking for a pass. Now the ball is cycled up to the top for Berkey Bahuktunjel. He was open for three, but opted not to take it. Instead, he feeds Braden Frager. Frager guarded tightly by Wilkerson. Nebraska has just 5 to shoot. Jacobson, 3 on the way, is up and good. Jamarcus Lawrence as the shot clock expires.
Just doing everything right on defense. That one hurts if you're the Hoosiers.
20-15, Nebraska has the lead by 5. Conaway finds Wilkerson. A deep 3 for the top of the key. No good, he leaves it long, but Bailey has the rebound, puts it back up in there with the left hand. 20-17 as these two start to go back and forth. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Jacobson is tightly guarded by Nick Dorn. Now it's Frager. Up top, Bahuktunjel. Now he finds Jared Garcia, who's newly checked into the game. Ball is still cycled around the top. Frager back to Jacobson. Now Bahuktunjel. Step back, jumps into Reed Bailey and throws it. Another jumper as the shot clock expires. That one is no good from Jared Garcia. Conaway up ahead finds Nick Dorn. Now back to Conaway near center, and the Hoosiers will slow up the tempo. Dorn comes to set a screen. Conaway goes left. Cross court for Wilkerson in the corner. Now up top for Dorn. Now Wilkerson again. Drives past the defense. Up with the layup. Good and one. Lamar Wilkerson through the contact. Gets the bucket to go, and a free throw can tie this game up.
And that is how you get back into the game. You let your star player make plays for himself. Driving baseline, going up with it, and just staying resilient and tough. And I'll tell you what, this Indiana Hoosiers basketball defense is looking a lot like the football defense. I mean, they are swarming them and forcing late shot clock shots. And now it's a 19-20 game with a chance to tie it at the free throw line.
Wilkerson got hit pretty hard. He hit the ground pretty hard. He's taken a minute to sort of gather himself. He walked to midcourt and was talking with Nick Dorn. Now Dorn will sub out on behalf of Connor Enright. On the court for Indiana, it's Wilkerson, Enright, Sisley, and Bailey, with Conaway as well, who's getting instructions from head coach Darren DeVries. Wilkerson already 2 for 2 from the line today. And this made free throw could tie this game up. Bends the knees and fires up the shot. It's good. We are all knotted up at 20 apiece with 8:11 to go in half number 1.
This is the type of game that we and these fans were expecting, a tight one.
Crowd rises to their feet. Bahuktunjel top of the key. Looking for a pass, but Indiana smothering on defense. Deep 3 from Jamarcus Lawrence. It's good. This crowd is stunned right now. Jamarcus Lawrence from way downtown on the right wing gives the Huskers the lead back by 3. Conaway walks it down to the left wing. Now cross court for Enright. Gets a screen from Bailey. Now back to Conaway. Wilkerson near corner, thought about the 3. He's pump faking, now bounces it into Bailey. 10 to shoot for Indiana. Bailey's double teamed. And Nebraska looks like they got called for a push there. Two guys were all over Reed Bailey. Couldn't quite see who got called for the foul. I believe they're going to get Bahuktunjo for the foul. So it's 23 to 20, 7:31 to go in half number one. We'll step aside for just a moment. Here from Assembly Hall, you're listening to IU Basketball. .731 to go in the first half. Nebraska leading Indiana 23 to 20. Cooper, there's been two guys that have just been trading blows this whole game. Lamar Wilkerson with 10 for the Hoosiers and Jamarcus Lawrence with 11 for the Cornhuskers.
Just trading blow for blow. It is a heavyweight bout. Jamarcus Lawrence right now, 3 for 3 from 3. Say that 10 times fast. 4 for 4 from the field. And Lamar Wilkerson has really been the most important piece in getting Indiana back in this game. Once down 14 to 7, now only trailing by 3 with the ball back. And it's going to be Tatum Connerway inbounding it on the low baseline.
Wilkerson comes off a screen. So does Enright. Wilkerson, nobody was open. He had to get the pass off, and it's a 5-second violation. A tough turnover out of a timeout for the Hoosiers as they give possession back to Nebraska.
Yeah, not the way you want to start, but if you're the Huskers, you're Fred Hoiberg. Looks really good on defense already.
Lawrence brings it into the front court, lobs it up top. Too long for Jacobson. He still has the possession, though. Somebody lost their shoe. Currently, Berkey Bahuktunjo is playing with one shoe that it's sitting on the left wing, and that's where Jamarcus Lawrence is spinning against Wilkerson. He gets free with a screen, now back to Bahuktunjo. Jacobson throws the shoe over to the sidelines. Deep three up on the way, no good from Jared Garcia. He left it short. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it'll head back to the Hoosiers.
It's actually Connor Enright losing his shoe, but still able to play good perimeter defense, force a miss.
It's hard to tell.
It is so hard to, and it's also a red-on-red matchup. This is deceiving to our eyes. You're adjusting your glasses right now. I think we're good.
Well, Bahuktunjo, it looks like he's wearing two different colored shoes, which is
he's got the white and red on.
He's got one red shoe, one white shoe. So that's sort of why I thought it was him that lost the shoe, but it was Connor Enright.
The same thing.
Enright is getting his shoe back up tight. And we are ready for action. 7:02 to go in half number one. Nebraska leads at 23 to 20, and Connor Enright will slowly walk it across the timeline, moving from right to left. He plays catch with Tucker DeVries. Now Enright back to DeVries, finds Wilkerson left wing. Crosses over, gets to the free throw line. Up top, Sisley, he'll try a three. Yes! Trent Sisley fade away from downtown, and we're all knotted up at 23. Sanford trapped in the corner by Connor Enright. He's backing him down, looking for space. Up top, he finds Garcia. Looking for a pass, finds Bahuktunjo on the baseline. Reed Bailey is all over him. He's backing it down, spinning into the restricted area. Up with a hook shot, no good. Rebound, put back up, no good from Lawrence. Wilkerson with the board, and he's looking to push. Reed Bailey now right wing. He'll drive up top to DeVries. Extra pass, Enright. He'll drive into the lane. Up with the layup, good. Hoosiers have the lead back for the first time in a while. It's 25-23, and these fans are getting loud.
Don't look now, but the Hoosiers are hot.
Lawrence finds Bahuktunjo at the top of the key. Now hand out back to Lawrence. He'll drive. Kicks it. Three on the way from Jacobson. Good. Cale Jacobson with another crowd silencer, and Nebraska with the lead back 26-25 with 5:40 to go in the half. Wilkerson, now DeVries, now Enright. Walks it to the top of the key. And the DePaul transfer is looking to set up a play. He gets a screen from Reed Bailey. Double team now Sisley. Right of center, cross court, Enright. Driving into the lane, spinning, fadeaway jumper, yes! Back and forth, the lead changes go. It's 27-26 Hoosiers with 5:15 to go.
More of a facilitator, but some really nice buckets to give Indiana the lead out of Connor Enright.
Jacobson at the top of the key, drives on the left side of the lane. Layup off glass and good with the left hand. 28-27, Nebraska leads it. Enright finds a trailing Tucker DeVries, who feeds Wilkerson. Right of center, he's looking. Crossing over, gets some space on the left wing. He'll pull the three. Got it. Wilkerson from downtown, and this game is a shootout. 30-28. Jacobson looking for Sanford. He got bumped from behind by Enright. And they will get Connor Enright for the foul, and these Hoosiers fans do not like it.
And Connor Enright has to be restrained right now by Tucker DeVries. Did not like either a foul baiting or a bit of a dirty play. Sticking the leg out was Cale Jacobson right there. Nonetheless, going to go in favor of the Huskers and on Connor Enright.
That's just the fourth foul for Indiana. Nebraska has committed 3, so this has been a very foul-free game. The refs have been letting these guys play for the most part.
I like it. It's kind of a dogfight, and you're seeing it between some of the players too. Rink Mast and Jamarcus Lawrence getting it done for the Huskers, and it's been Lamar Wilkerson and some bench help for the Hoosiers.
Enright goes to the bench in favor of Nick Dorn. Mast on the left wing, pump fakes, drives, now kicks it back for Sanford. Sanford working against Reed Bailey, now up top for Jamarcus Lawrence. 7 to shoot for the Huskers. Mast backing it down on Wilkerson. Back up top, Lawrence. 3 to shoot. He puts up a deep 3. He leaves that one short. And Tucker DeVries has the rebound. 4:10 to go in the half. The Hoosiers lead at 30-28. Wilkerson, right wing. He drives, steps back. He's double teamed. Looking for a pass. He finds DeVries. Four-corner 3. No good, but Conaway with the rebound. Dorn will pull a triple. Got it again! Nick Dorn puts this crowd into a frenzy. And the Huskers call timeout.
And that is how you take a lead, and that is how you force a timeout. Fred Hoiberg has honestly been able to game plan the way he wants. Hasn't really needed a stoppage. But don't look now. The Hoosiers lead by 5 points, and they are red hot.
33-28, and the roof might come off of Assembly Hall. Find out next. You're listening to Indiana Basketball on 99.1 WIUX. 3 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the first half. And Indiana leads Nebraska 33-28. This crowd was on fire just moments ago, and head coach Fred Hoiberg for Nebraska had to call a timeout to sort of settle his guys down and get a plan going. But it's only a 5-point deficit, and with the way Nebraska can make their threes, they definitely can get back in this one. Nebraska running a little 3-man weave action. It's Mast who has it on the left wing, finds Sanford. He's guarded tightly by Wilkerson, driving baseline. Sanford spins, throws up a layup, no good. Rebound tapped around, Bahuk Tunjel has it. Ball cycled at the perimeter. Hoiberg, 3, no good, he leaves it short. Rebound is still batted up in the air, and now Tucker DeVries has it. Conaway will just slowly step into the front court across the timeline. 3:20 to go in the half. And the ball's taken away. Hoiberg intercepting the pass, goes right at Conaway. Now he'll wait for his teammates trailing the play. Bahuk Tunjel finds Lawrence. Baseline drive, spinning around. Looking for a pass outside, he finds Hoiberg. He'll attack on Conaway. Hoiberg up top for Mast. Deep 3 on the way, and it's no good. Left short, Bahuk Tunjel taps the rebound back out. Nebraska still has it. Sanford back to the Turkman, and he got it. A dunk for Berkey Bahuk Tunjel from Bursa, Turkey. He is showing out today, and it's 33-30.
And props to Bryce Sanford for recognizing the mismatch, getting it to the big man down low. Just an easy drop step and dunk, and it's a 3-point game.
33-30. Nick Dorn in the near corner. He'll go baseline. Dorn, opposite corner, DeVries. Wilkerson. Inside Bailey, no one was standing up underneath the basket, and Bailey has an easy 2 points.
Looking like a prime San Antonio Spurs team. Beautiful ball movement leads to a wide open Reed Bailey layup.
Multiple guys fell down on that drive from Nick Dorn, but no fouls were called. Lawrence drives down the right side of the lane, lobs it in for Mast, but the pass too tall. Over his head, out of bounds, so the Hoosiers have the possession back.
Right now with 2:09 left, you got to feel so good if you're Indiana at home, up by 5. I say you just let the plays come to you. Run something off ball. If it's not there, don't force it. Wind this clock down and go into the half with the lead.
Indiana 13 for 23 from the field and 6 of 13 from downtown. Tucker DeVries. Pump fakes, drives into the lane. Now Nick Dorn. 3 on the way. That one rattles out. Tapped out of bounds, and Nebraska will have it back with 1:46 to go in half number 1. For Nebraska, they're shooting 12 for 28 from the field and 6 for 16 from 3.
I mean, if you're Indiana and you're shooting over 54%, there's a reason why you're winning.
Hoiberg into the corner, Bahuk Tungel, and he traveled. Too many steps with DeVries all over him, and a costly turnover potentially for the Huskers. So 1:35 to go in the half. Doesn't look like we'll have any bonus free throws. Indiana with 4 fouls, Nebraska with 3. Wilkerson leads all scorers with 13. And Conaway is really slowing this tempo down for Indiana. Ball is cycled up top to Tucker DeVries. Now Bailey, right wing, finds Conaway. Wilkerson off the screen, drives through 2 defenders and lays it off glass and in. Parting the defense like the Red Sea, and the Red Sea starts to rise. These Indiana Hoosier fans are making a ton of noise with 1 minute to go in the half. Mast attacking against Dorn. Up top, Lawrence. He'll pull the 3 from the right wing. No good. It's short. Rattled around and didn't go. DeVries up ahead. Conaway past everyone. He attacks and lays it in. 39-30 with 45 seconds to go in the half. And the fans are on their feet again. Jacobson to Lawrence. Deep 3 left wing. It's short. Rebound is corralled by Bailey. 3-second differential between shot and game clock. It looks like Indiana will hold this one. Conaway gets the instructions from head coach Darren DeVries. 15 to shoot, and he's still sitting at midcourt.
Listen to this crowd.
9 to shoot. Conaway still waiting. Crosses over. Now it's DeVries. Left wing, he drives into the lane, and he threw it away into the hands of Lawrence. 1 second, half-court heave on the way. No good, it's too far to the left. But what an end of the half for the Indiana Hoosiers. They lead it 39-30 at the break. They ended that half on a 12-2 run. Nebraska did not score in the last 3 minutes of that half. Wilkerson leads all scorers with 15. Lawrence has 11 for Nebraska. But Indiana making it hit from downtown, 6 for 14, 42%, and 57% from the field. Cooper, what a half and what an environment here from Assembly Hall.
A lot of fun, and it's the age-old adage, defense turning into offense. Indiana just doing such a stout job, forcing so many misses out of the Huskers, and they were just able to get in transition, whether it was Dayton Conaway at the end or Lamar Wilkerson through and through. They were able to convert on those layups and sometimes kick it out for a wide-open 3, getting it done from all sides of the floor. Nick Dorn, Reed Bailey, Trent Sisley. It was just such a team game, and that's why they are shooting over 54% from the field and have 39 points to Nebraska's 30 at the half.
8 different Hoosiers got a bucket in that half. Only 5 players scored for Nebraska. So the depth is favoring the Hoosiers now. Nebraska is a team that has come back from deficits in the past. They are a great clutch shooting team. So this game is by no means over, even though Indiana has a 9-point lead at the break. Cooper Schoenberg will have the second half of play-by-play when we come back in 13 minutes. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're listening to Indiana Basketball on 99.1 WIUX.